Alright, once again, giving all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Ba'ashem
Ba'ashem
Ruach double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutation to all you men that push this word in sincerity and in truth. This is just one piece of GMS Trinidad. Brother
Kalab, Gun,
Quada, just come once again, to give a vague hope that it be edifying to the nation of Israel. Right? The topic.
Example, we're going to example of Jacob's trouble. Right, because the brother was sharing with us a testimony from one of the Asherites down here, which is the Venezuelans. Alright, one of them down here on his workplace, explaining to him or elaborating to him the troubles that they're going through over there, and what the government really do in a deeper intel. The brother will get the detail into what happened.
Right, so basically what the guy was saying is that he said, because from how we seeing it here is like if they have food shortages over there, so they just run across here, right? But that is not all that going on in Venezuela, right? They're telling you basically the government killing them, you understand, raping them out of the houses, and basically the family not seeing them after that, right? They're telling you is basically hundreds of them dying daily over there. The guy, what he was saying too, he said basically at that morning in Venezuela, he came and he dropped the 2 garbage bags for the truck to pick up. And he hear the bags fingering with outside now. And when he come out thinking it was dogs, right? He saw little children bursting the bags and eating the rotten food from inside the bags. And all these things goes back to scriptures, right? Because where grandmother and all of these people used to say, so long I hearing about this ain't coming. But we here now to show you that these things are already here on the earth.
That's right. They exist. The scripture talk about the time of what Jacob's trouble. Trouble that was never there since the time began, and it's all due to what? Sin. You understand? Sin is what caused the people to go through them great turmoils that they're going through and sufferings. You understand? And precept here in the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29, it says, "And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee."
Because what the guy was saying also, he said he had businesses over there and life was nice for him. You understand? But yet still he had to run across here fearing for his life. And he had to leave behind loved ones because he say he mother over there because she can't really come through waiters and go through waiters that had to go through to come in this country. She might have probably done perish already. You understand?
The next precept here is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "For behold, the Lord of hosts, doeth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water."
And that is exactly what we see going on over there because the Most High break the staff of bread. You understand? They have nothing to eat. You understand? Hence the reason why they had to go through garbage bags to eat what have already been eaten already. You understand? Because what the man say basically they're going through the bones and trying to take out the marrow and thing and eat and live on these things. You understand? Life very hard for them over there. Because even he draw this reference stating that anybody who lift a word against the government dying. You understand? Because basically like Maduro, all of them putting the thing in place, they know what they're doing. You understand? And anytime you speak or protest against them, they're sending the goons for you. And these are the things, it wouldn't just be happening in Venezuela. this is something that's going to happen worldwide.
Can.
Hence the reason why the scriptures say they will curse the gods and look up.
Correct.
You understand? Because what they're saying in Venezuela right now is that people basically revolting to take Maduro out of power, which is by way of assassination. You understand? And anytime they know of a group doing that, they're sending the men to kill them out. You understand? Because it have people who want Maduro to stay in play. You understand?
Can.
Yeah, the government actually killing the people.
Can. There's the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verse 12. It says, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force.
Yeah.
Can. The violent take it by force. You see the violence that the government across there bestowing upon the children of Israel. Alright, which make up the kingdom. Without the children of Israel, they ain't gonna have no kingdom of heaven. You understand, to come. Because those the ones are gonna be the ruling class in the kingdom to come.
That's right.
The Israelites. Alright, so-called blacks, the Latinos, and also the Native American Indians. You know, so all these sufferings that they're going through, they're proving more and more who we are. You understand? All the different afflictions and oppressions that being placed upon us today by the hands of these different nations and the governments that ruling over us, proving who we are more and more. That oppress people. Israelites. In the book of Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that was going on across the great mourning to the point where they had to leave the country. You understand? They're fleeing from that country to come over here to seek for some kind of form of happiness,
right.
a new life. You want to
precept? This is the book of 2 Ezra 15 and 59.
It's 14.
Alright, come to verse 14 first, right? It reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
See that? Woe unto the world. The world. Four corners. Woe unto it. Alright? Woe means destruction. Alright? So don't think you're going to flee from Venezuela and come over here and find a happy life and things going good here forever. Scripture says this is not the end where much glory doeth abide. But the day of doom shall be the end. And that doom is going to hit the four corners.
That's right.
Famine, destruction, nuclear missiles, plagues of different forms and fashions. Alright? These murder bees that recently started to flourish in America, another plague. Alright? So the most I work in the work. You know? Go ahead. And then the camera you'll bring us the most, right?
Jump into verse 59, it says, thou as unhappy shall come through the sea and receive plagues again.
See, thou as unhappy. Amos 5 and verse 7, verse 19, right? They was unhappy because what? In their country, they wasn't having a happy life. You know, they had to eat out of rubbish bins. You know, the government killing them, doing them all sorts of bullshit. I don't know if you mentioned with the government pushing them off.
What the guy even said too, he said in the prisons, right? Basically, the government will like take the prisoners up on 10-foot story building and push them off, right? Push them off to the death. And the excuse is that they was trying to escape from prison and they tried to jump and they fall to the death. But is the government actually killing out all the prisoners? Because he said daily, right, they die by the hundreds over there. You understand? Yeah.
And the scripture say whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. You understand? And that is what they always do, you know, they always put it on us. They try to make us the guilty ones when they's the ones oppressing the people. And saying it because he do this and do him that. No, it's because of that hatred you have.
Yeah.
Because you was set up to be wicked. Alright? So what we telling you all is this so-called the white man, alright, the devil, Job 9:24. The earth is given into his hands. So you don't know where you can run and hide, Alright, to get away from the afflictions of Esau and afflictions of the heathen nations when he's an Israelite man.
Come.
He go in and feel it still. Go ahead in the Amos.
This is Amos chapter 5 verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Now what?
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Go ahead.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall.
So you tell yourself you're safe. Alright, you flee from the lion, the bear met you. Get away from the bear and you went into a house now. You come into the country and you lean your hand upon the wall, you relax, you start to get a little comfortable. Because I was going on with them right now. They get in this, they get in a nice little walk. You understand? They have a nice little walk going probably. And they're getting things going. Alright? They lean their hand on the wall, but here what happened?
And a serpent bit him.
The serpent going and bite you again.
Because if I may say, a perfect example of that, right? You see, basically, there's a lot of shit going on over in Venezuela, why he flee. And when he came here now, and not only him, because it have a lot of Venezuelans that in Trinidad, when they come here now, you find that they get themselves in work like nightlife work. You understand, in the bars, you understand, in the clubs, these kind of thing. But look what happened now. You saw lock down the whole world with this COVID-19 thing, and they're still out of a job today. You understand? Yeah. So you flee from a bear, you go in the house, you lean up, thinking you're comfortable, and a serpent bit you. You understand? And now they say that they live in the COVID situation a bit, opening back certain things. But the scripture say when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction. So we're showing you that it have even worse to come. You understand? And the people ain't seeing that because the people going and think that everything going to get back normal. You understand? But it have worse to come.
That's right. So scripture say when destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Right? That's some more?
I have a quick reason now on him already. I think the book of 2 Ezra 16 and verse 24. It says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, said Yahweh.
And that is what's happening.
Right?
It's
That's
because
what
of your sins, Con. Because of your sins, alright, you're suffering today. You understand? Sins put the curses on your Daniel 9:11. You understand? Go ahead.
It says, Book 25, I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him.
You know them.
And therefore delivered he them unto death and destruction.
Yeah, because in Venezuela, in one of the areas named Trujillo, they have this big erected statue. They call it the Virgen de la Paz, which in English is the Virgin of Peace. Alright, Virgin of Peace, or basically Mary, Queen of Heaven worship. That is take place heavy over there in that land. You understand? So you turn your blessing into a curse due to that. Because when you go back into Genesis 49, when the scripture talk about, Salakia is Deuteronomy 33. Let me get it real quick. Alright? Deuteronomy 33 pertaining to the Asherites, which these Venezuelans are, according to the prophecy, beautifully broken down by High Priest Aria. Right? 24. Deuteronomy 23:34. It says, and of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children. That's why many of them they have a good bit of children too. They're kind of family-oriented people. Right? It says, let him be acceptable to his brethren. Right? It says, and let him dip his foot in oil. Alright, and that is what that way the land also, as the Apostle Taha was breaking down beautifully this week, I believe. You know that is why their land where they dwell have a lot of oil rich.
Flourish.
They're flourishing, but yet still what they're feeling the curses because why? They're worshiping idol gods, they're sinning, so their blessings now turn into a curse. Read Daniel, Babakusha.
This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
All Israel. And Israel is 12 tribes. After the death of King Solomon, were divided into two kingdoms, the southern and the northern. Southern comprised of Judah, Benjamin, and half of Levi, and then the northern kingdom comprised of Ephraim straight down to Issachar. Right? Go ahead.
Even by departing that they might not obey thy voice,
Mm-hmm.
therefore the curse is poured upon us,
Go ahead.
and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High,
Go ahead.
because we have sinned against him.
Read the next verse, Papa Kusha.
And he had confirmed his words which he had spoken against us
Mm-hmm.
and against our judges that judged us,
Mm-hmm.
by bringing upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven had not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem.
You see that? Under the whole heaven, it had not been done. That had been done to the children of Jerusalem.
Yes, sir.
Went through the worst. When you hear Jake's story, you can sit down and cry. Even the Jake, what he said he what?
Well, what he was also saying is that many of them on the voyage from Venezuela to Trinidad, a lot of the boats sink and a lot of them die. Right? He was saying that in all his life, because he say he done about 2 years and something going. And he saying all his life, coming to Trinidad, he never cried so much. You understand? Which simply mean he leave troubles back there in Venezuela and come and meet more troubles here. You understand? Because when he come with his wife and his 2 young little kids, and basically they had no way to stay, people oppressing them, all these kind of thing. You understand?
Hey, if I can say like that, Scripture say Micah 2:10, this is not your rest.
Can.
Jake thought he was coming over here to get some kind of paradise and rest, from that sorrows. This is not your rest. The rest we're gonna have is in the kingdom to come.
Can.
Go ahead, sir.
And even because I see it with my own eyes too, right? The Negroes in Trinidad think of the Venezuelan as enemies because they just hear, I even hear a nigger bitch was saying, right by the bank, look, all of them come and I want to take me money and we nice living and thing. But these are your brethren.
Correct.
No, she man, she studying about that.
You understand? These are your brethren. You understand? And they have nothing. Right? Because if you Negroes was in the situation like them, you would have want people to have mercy on you too. You understand? But your brethren come for you to show them a little mercy and it's hate. You
Lie
understand?
against your own brother.
Right? And that goes back to Deuteronomy.
Curses again.
You understand?
Got that precept?
Where it say basically the young man that was tender and delicate among you, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
We bring on the Jeremiah 50:33.
And this Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 33. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah will press together.
We will press together. We all in this together. So why are you hating your brother for?
Correct.
And that's the problem. Esau did a good job on you all without Willie Lynch. We're all slaves together, but yet still we fighting on each other. You understand? Your brother come across a piece of bread, you don't know how to share that bread with him. Curses upon us. And that's why the most I say would have a controversy against all you. That's why we always say, you see, this year, there's the kingdom. They the beginning of the kingdom here. Brothers uniting. They the 12 tribe chart taking place here again. The 2 sticks join. Brothers from all over the world link up in one unison, one name, breaking bread. Under one authority, one spirit.
Can.
That's right.
You niggas out in the world, you know nothing about that. You're shunning your own brothers, you ain't know that. Alright?
Basically lifting up the gun to kill your own brethren. When you're supposed to, we ain't saying to right now to take no gun and go and do nobody harm. You understand? But the white man right now is our enemy. You understand? Because he is the one that basically put in Jakes in this turmoil today. You understand? But you wouldn't go and lift up a gun to do he nothing, but you want to lift up a gun against your own brethren. You understand?
White man could walk through a neighborhood and the baddest neighborhood and they wouldn't touch him.
Don't do it,
Let
that's it.
Jake do that now.
Can.
I did. Continuing.
We bring it from the top.
Come. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah will press together, and all that took them captive held them fast, And they refuse to let them go.
They refuse to let them go. But don't worry, Yahushua coming to let them go.
That's right.
Yahushua coming to free them.
Gone.
You understand? Yahushua coming. And the scripture say, "What their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name." I think that's the next verse actually.
Ah,
Read on and see. Or the next 2 verses, I believe.
next
So you
week.
just flow into it. You know? Have a day coming where we're going to sorrow no more. On a large scale, but now is the time for we to go through it now. The Jeremiah, about the Jeremiah 30:15.
Sure.
Remember what?
Continuing.
Mm-hmm.
Their Redeemer is strong.
Mhm.
The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. And he shall truly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land.
He will give the rest to the land. The Lord coming back with our rest. In the scripture say what? His son shall arise with healing in his wings. Go ahead.
And disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
He going and bring, when it is he bring rest to us, he going and bring war to them. You know, he go and disquiet them. You know, no rest for them. Scripture say what? No rest to the wicked. Alright? Jeremiah.
Alright, this is Jeremiah 30 and verse 15. It says, "Why criest thou for thine afflictions? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity. Because thy sins will increase, I have done these things unto thee."
Yeah, so that would Jake had to come to the realization that you're going through all this, your people going through all this because of their iniquities. So to reverse that, as the scripture says, "If my people shall humble themselves and seek my will," stop worshiping Jesus Christos. Stop worshiping Virgen de la Paz. Alright? Stop worshiping them false gods.
That's something that I tell you, brother.
Can.
Right? Even the man was saying, because as he come here, he say he gather his wife and his children, and they're going in church and praising Jesus.
They ain't learning.
You understand? So that is now you now looking to further your afflictions. You understand? Because what? Jesus is not an Israelite God.
Correct.
You understand? Jesus is not we God. You understand? And that is you serving an idol. You understand? Because I had was to let him know that, hey, you're from the tribe of Israel. You understand? And an Israelite had no place in serving an other God more than Yahweh.
You
understand?
I can see the scripture say in Exodus 23:13. You see, "I say unto you, be circumspect." They even make mention of the name of other gods out there in the mountain. You know? Don't mention it at all.
Can.
And these names carry some powerful, well, not powerful in the sense of righteous, but a powerful evil. You understand? Vibration. Right? And that is where basically you teaching your children these false gods' name and carrying them to church and things is like sacrificing them, and as they used to do back then, pass their children through the fire. You know, that is where you're doing your children, you teach them these false gods and paganism. You had a preacher there?
No, that was
You got something? Can. You know? Well, that is basically it. Alright?
Yeah.
Jacob's trouble in our real life. You seen it. Jake's feeling it. You can't get away from the prophecies of the Bible. We was telling you all about this. You know, it hits in the 4 corners. You come, you leave wherever it is. Best you just stay. Stay and grind it out, because you go in and leave from Bim and end up in Bam.
But ask something, yeah?
Go ahead.
It says, this is Habakkuk 2, I read from verse 2. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the visions and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it."
He may run. Wait till you feel like telling you to run to the next country. No. Meaning run. Take up this mantle, which is what? This word. Come up, be a part of the ministry and teach your people. You know? Show your people the transgression. That is the run.
Can.
Go ahead.
Reading on, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie."
And it's speaking. And it's getting louder and louder and louder. We hearing it. We hearing it. We seeing it.
Can.
Go ahead.
"And not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry."
And right now we in a bit of the tarrying state, because what the government doing, we right here, even down here, they're doing with that. They turn with the kind of, they started the sprinting up a little bit, then they're jogging. They're sprinting up a little bit, then they're jogging. That kind of delay, suspense kind of bullshit. Alright? Because they were saying that tomorrow they would announce when if the country opening, they announce it today. Right? And they basically give them a smart or a subtle, alright? A subtle extension. You understand? Where the country basically still on a lockdown in a technical way. Alright, but they wanted to open back the restaurants and whatnot. And we all know that is basically a behind the scene council that probably took place with these elites in this country. That say we had to get everything open and we lost in money. You understand? So they do the thing and they open back the restaurants just to appease or to please the hearts of the elites down here and the people in the countries and in the small communities suffering.
Because if I may say, a woman, she said to me that, basically she work in the ministry, and what they're saying is that they're not going to lift the crisis on this country. What they're doing, because what she was told is that the government need to raise money so that they could get more hampers to give the people for Christmas. You understand? Look how far. You understand? So it's showing you that basically the government opening back these little franchise and things just to bring in money back into the treasury. You understand? Because with the whole country on a lockdown, and yet still it have these government associated places that giving out hampers and things to the people, it costing them money. You understand? And they need to get back money. So as the brother says, subtle. You understand? They will be opening these things and them thinking, well, alright, the people will feel alright, the country opening back, thing. But that is just to bring in money for them to further their cause.
Remember, they have an agenda. They have an agenda to get everybody chipped. You understand? And data-based. And to get the best way to get everybody database is to have them with home. Because when you come home, you're catching everybody one time. You understand? That is what they want.
Because not only that too, think about it, right? Let me say the chip was being implemented mandatory now, right? Within the crisis that the world in right now. It will be easy for the people to go and take it because look at how much people that's lined up for food.
Correct.
You understand? Think about the man who ain't getting no food, but basically your food now presenting to you in way of a chip. Take this chip by and you're eating free for the rest of your life. How you mean it's gonna have people line up in the hundreds and thousands to take that chip?
Give me two.
You understand?
Take it willingly?
Yeah. So all this is just a play with the government and the elites to basically see how to go about doing the crafty business. You understand? Which we know through the words of the Most High that chip is what they're really after, to chip the people.
Yeah, they're talking about the new normal, the new normal. Like the next name for the new world order they have right now.
The new normal.
You understand? The new normal. Alright? And also Rowley down here, he talking about, the Prime Minister down here, he talking about the e-identification. Alright, electronic identification basically. Where you making the ID cards more electronic, where you could swipe it and whatnot. But we know all that is practice leading up to the swiping of your hand. You understand? Or your head. For those who do our hands. Alright? So we heading into that time. Jacob's trouble. It's gonna get worse. Don't look for things to get better. The Rowley recently was talking about he seen some light at the end of the tunnel. Alright? It's a false hope he giving the people. Because them know it's darkness. But they're so wicked. You understand? And they have it them so they're wicked to the point where they have it in their mind. The mentality is that we eat and drink today for tomorrow we die. And they ain't give a rat's ass about the poor in the communities or the people. You understand? He did this man as a so-called black. He don't even look out for the blacks. You understand? He play go in Africa to meet priests and all kind of thing. He not about black people.
Yeah, if I just say when he can come in power, he cut all the food cards. So he oppress even the poor, it's the poor.
Correct. Think he decrease the pensions too.
Yeah, I think that happened.
increase the pensions and all. So he in Spain, you know, there is a man in Spain who neither young. You know, so he going and push that mark, that chip, they gonna use he. Alright, and he going and get the job done. Look, he doing it, he being a good puppet. I don't know what is taking place with them in America right now, but it go be revealed.
Can't.
That's right.
Because these games that they be playing and subtlety. Alright? So yeah, with that we give all praises, all honor, all glory.
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Yeah, but honestly, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers that surely do rule well. Peace, love, salutations to all the brethren on the four corners of this world. I continue to spread this word, this good gospel in all sincerity and in truth. Brother some Great Millstone, Trinidad, saying Shalom.
Shalom.
Wat la babal.
What the babal.
Okay.